Okay, hello guys, welcome to another video. Today I want to be discussing some books that I've recently read over the couple months, not years, but these are some books that really helped me to further myself and to improve, and I will be sharing them with you now. The first one is And Don't Go Yet, because it's the Bible, and I know many of you may be not religious, but I really am, and this is the first book that I really recommend is reading the Bible. So I have here with me the Rainbow Study Bible version, which I always try to read. It's in English, and because I'm Spanish, I also have my Biblia de Jerusalem. So I try to read those two in English and also in Spanish. This Rainbow Study Bible really helps. It's coded in colors, so you know which type of verse is love, which is commandments. I don't know them by heart, but it says, so you have here like all the colors, and down here at the bottom you can see if it's like salvation, God, family, love, history, a prophecy, if a verse is a sin, if it's a commandment, and all of those things. So this is really helpful, and it just gives you a clear mind of what you're reading that day. Okay, so the second book that I really recommend is The Alchemist. I've read this so many times and I really loved reading it, and this basically tells a story about a young shepherd, and in this book he is finding his destiny, where he meets a couple of omens, and he meets certain people. There are a couple of characters that help him discover his destiny, and in this book we see his journey on how he is going to reach his destiny. This is a really good one because it tells you to follow your dreams and to not give into the fear. I think this book specifically is so special because it helps you find and redirect your destiny. Okay, so the third book that I really recommend is Atomic Habits. So it looks like this. It's by James Clear, and I've read it at the beginning of the year, and I'm considering to read it again because it's so good. It just tells you what good habits you should do, what to avoid, and how to actually change your old habits into good habits. It's very easy to read, and it just gives you an understanding that success doesn't happen overnight, and it's just a practice of daily habits. You're not going to change radically in one night. You just have to do like small hundreds of good decisions that eventually will come out as good habits. You need to understand the power of small changes in your life, like for example making your bed or drinking water every day. This actually gives you a clear system of change. Okay, so the fourth book that I recommend is How to Talk to Anyone. I've started reading it like I would say 2 weeks ago, and I think it's a really good book. It gives you a direct guide to communication skills and building confidence in social situations. You know, because I was always the awkward type, and when I get thrown into a group, I don't really know what to say or how to say certain things, and this really helps. And I've learned that it's actually a skill that you can learn. It's not something, some people are born with the communication skill, but this, if you're not very good at it like me, you can always learn by reading this book. So yeah, it's a skill that you can learn through specific types of techniques that is really well explained in this book. Okay, so the fifth and the last book that I really recommend is not really a fiction or non-fiction. It's really a self-development book, I would say. It's called Dear Self. This is by Patience Tamara, and it doesn't say much, but this was the first book that I've ever read because I didn't like to read. When I was starting my journal to read more books, I really didn't like books. I really couldn't sit down and read for like 10-30 an hour. So I started with this one, and it's not much. So every page is just a little affirmation. So like, for example, sit with your joy the same way you sit with your pain. Or another one, allow yourself to shine without the desire to be seen. You know, it's just those little reminders that help you to know who you are, and it's aimed at helping people on their journey of healing and their self-love and self-acceptance. And I think at the time that's what I really needed, and I'm glad that I bought this book because it's just giving me like more affirmations about myself. So yeah, I would really recommend to get this book if you want to build a stronger sense of self-love and acceptance.